My name is Mindy Fairchild, and I'm here to talk to you about a communication system that children who have difficulty speaking or communicating can utilize. We have two kids here at my own clinic that utilize this application. It's an iPad application called Speak All, and it's a marriage between electronics and PECS combined that actually speaks. So the kids have an iPad and they have a picture bank or a word bank even they can use, and they can either just choose the picture and it speaks the word, and then they can try to speak it if we're working on vocals still, or they can piece together a sentence and hit speak and it will speak the sentence for them to actually communicate. So this was an application developed by Purdue University around 2013, and they have a basic model that you can get on iTunes for free. They also have a premium model that you can buy, and they have a new application called Speak More in development. That's kind of like a step above more complex sentences and things like that. So I really like this application because it's very customizable. You can download pictures from the internet to represent something the child may want or need, but you can also take customized pictures. So if a child likes a very specific toy in your clinic or in your home, you can take a picture of that toy for them to then use in this system for asking for things or talking about things, as well as people that they come in contact with, or certain words they may be working on. So it's you can mold it to what that child needs, and as also for programming, what they might be working on. You can put as few pictures as you want or as many pictures as you want. So if the child has very limited receptive skills, you can only have a few pictures on there until they can develop more receptive skills for bigger arrays. So that's a really cool feature, I think. As well as some pros about the device is it gives the child communication. They're able to vocalize through the iPad what they're wanting, what they're needing, what they're feeling, as well as it develops that vocal training. If they do have vocals, they're just not clear, they can choose the picture they want or the word they want, hear it, and then try to speak it. As instead of one person keeps telling them, say this, they can hear it and then try it themselves and then work on that vocal training in the future if they have vocals to begin with. So they choose it, hear it, and then try to say it. A con of this device is that it's battery operated. If the battery dies, the child loses their communication abilities if they're relying completely on this application. As well as you can't have all the pictures in the world on this app. So if they are in a novel place, they see something they want, they try to ask you for it, they don't have a picture for it. So that can cause problems in certain cases with certain children or people in general, not necessarily just children. You can have too many pictures. So if it, like I was mentioning before with the receptive skills, if they're overwhelmed by how many pictures there are, that could be an issue. So developmentally, and they're just catering to their skills is something that the programmer or the person putting it in place would have to really take into account. As far as who I think this would be good for, in my reading, it was used on as low as a 7-year-old. It was like a 7 to a 15-year age range they tried it on, and the two kids that we use on fall on that age range. So I think it's a good age range. Obviously, I think adults could use this. I mean, if they have bad sign skills, like if they use ASL and now they're getting arthritis, they could utilize this. Children are learning to use electronics much younger than I was when I was a kid. I have a 4-year-old, and he's a whiz on the iPad. So, but if they've never been introduced to electronics, it might be a difficult thing for them. So again, I think it falls into the programmers, the BCBA's realm of judgment, and whether that the child is ready to use something like this. But I think it's very user-friendly. It's very simple to operate. So I'm going to show it to you right now. It looks like this. And there are different categories. There are people, locations, peers, and you can design or figure out what categories you want. So let's say this child who uses this one in particular wants to come ask me a question. So he'll go to people, and he'll choose the picture of me,
Mindy.
and it will say my name. And then he wants me to give him something. So he's going to go to carrier phrases and say,
Give me.
give me. And let's say he wants M&Ms.
M&Ms.
So now he's heard, Mindy, give me M&Ms. And he can hit speak all.
Mindy. Give me. M&Ms.
So Mindy, give me M&Ms. And so I'm like, oh, very good. He might try to say those words now, and then I would give him an M&M. He gets reinforced because he got what he wants. He was able to communicate it. And then he can hit return and shuffle. It all goes back, and he can start all over again. And when he's all done, it'll just go back to the categories. So, and you can also use your own voice. So if I'm going around taking pictures of what he likes or what he tends to play with, I can take a picture of that, and let's say it's something not normally around. Maybe it's a certain cup. So it's a Donald Duck cup. I can say Donald Duck cup, and you would hear my voice. So a parent could program it, a therapist could program it, a programmer. So it's very versatile, and I think it's a really good application. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.